Hi, good morning. How are you? Well, I hope this finds you. It was, hmm, okay, so it was posed to me that, you don't really share much anymore on here. You putter more. And I'm like, well, yes, this is true. This is a true statement. I don't share as much here anymore. I feel like I've said all that needs to be said for you to have a successful sober journey or a successful growth within yourself. It's just a repetitive practice at this point, right? Um, love yourself first and foremost so that when you have days where you feel like you may backslide, or you're having a day where you're beating yourself up mentally, or you're having a day where you're verbally abusing yourself, um, you know, this is when we need to stop and go, no, you don't get to treat me like this, and love ourselves first and foremost. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to be tiptoeing through the tulips on a daily basis. By no means do I mean that, I mean, we all have tough days. We all have bad days. We all have days where we're sad or tired or deflated or hurt feelings or elated and over the moon and excited and happy. Like, we have different emotions because we're human. And to think that, every day is a bucket of pansies is that's setting yourself up for failure, really. Allow yourself to be sad, allow yourself to be happy, allow yourself to be frustrated, allow yourself to make mistakes, but also tell yourself that, oh, that didn't work out so well. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person or a failure or anything negative. It just means that I showed up in my own damn arena for myself. I may not have won that battle or that match or whatever, but I showed up in that arena for me. And okay, next time when I show up for that same battle or that whatever it was, I'll do better because I won't make the same mistake I just made, you know? Um, so I guess perhaps encouragement, I guess I could pop in and say, you got this. You have got this. You can do this. You are amazing. You are worthy. You are loved. You deserve. You belong. Absolutely. I know that those are hard, those things are really hard to hear, and when we're going through shit, and they're really hard to believe right now if you look out into the world and all the angst that is going on out there, Um, people are still arguing over how do I word this? Skin color, nationalities, race. I mean, and that, I'm telling you, you know what? It pisses me right the fuck off. It really does. Because we're all people. We all sit down to shit. And nobody smells good when they're doing it. End of statement. End of fucking story. Okay? We have other things we need to be worrying about, people. You know? Like, do you have enough food in your cupboards? Have you grown a garden? Are you doing what you need to do to prepare yourself for things going right fucking sideways? Because have you looked outside? You know, anyway, in all of it, it doesn't matter what is going on in this fucked up world because there's a lot of fucked up things going on in this fucked up world, and we know it, right? What matters is that you're true to you through the whole journey, regardless of what's going on out there. You're true to you. Having a bad day, it's okay. It's okay to have a bad day. If you're thinking about going out and relapsing or doing something stupid or falling back into your old habits, okay? Take a minute. Take a breath. Tell yourself that you love yourself and you deserve better and you deserve more. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to think of an analogy here. When we do changes, when things change, right? When we want things to change in certain areas in our life, okay. I'm gonna save up and buy a better car. Lame analogy, I know, but okay. So you're gonna do everything in your power to make this change happen, right? Um, your relationship is no good, so you're gonna do everything in your power to make sure that it improves and it's better. You're making those changes that are so important, right? Going through school and your grades are a little low, so you study harder and you make those changes and you achieve these goals, and you bounce through life and you go forward through life, conquering things as you go and making changes as you go, right? Why, if you can apply all of that out here in things that you want to happen, why can't you apply that here where it needs to be first and foremost? Okay. So you're not showing up for yourself, right? Oh, well, I'm overweight and I should really, maybe walk a block a day. Then walk that block a day because you deserve that change. Give yourself the grace that you deserve to make the changes within you. It's not easy. Oh, hell no, it's not easy. I mean, I still struggle with getting on that roller 5 days a week. Some weeks it's two, some weeks it's three, some weeks it's not at all. Some weeks it's due diligent, every single day. Some weeks it's 7 days. I'm all over the place, but I keep showing up. And when I don't show up for myself to jump on that rower, I don't allow myself to beat myself up for it. And like, I mean, in the beginning there, it was like I would body shame myself. I would give myself a hard time about it. I would, it's like you wasted the money buying that, like, because I didn't get on it today, right? So I was not showing up for myself, and I was allowing myself all this negative thinking. And I thought, okay, so I'm not moving forward in this journey, in this part of my journey. I'm stuck. And then I thought, well, why am I stuck? I mean, you're willing to get on a ladder and get on that roof and do whatever you have to do to prevent that leak from getting worse. You're willing to go out and try and fix your sinkhole. Not a clue on what you're doing. You're willing to go out and try and grow a vegetable garden, regardless of the fact that you've never done this before. I mean, you have, but not seriously. To do these things, right? I'm willing to go forward. I'm willing to make these changes, and I'm willing to try. But when it comes to my own self, I was not willing to put that effort in. Well, why the hell not? I deserve that first and foremost, right? So put yourself first and foremost, okay? If you feel that you need to walk a block a day, then walk that block a day, and love yourself enough to do it. Love yourself enough to stop biting your nails. Love yourself enough to make these changes within yourself. If you can make changes for any other person or any other thing in your life, you can make them for you. So show up for you. You deserve the first and foremost love and care that you have. It all goes into you first and foremost. And then you'll find that you have all this extra to share out, to pay forward, because you've allowed yourself to fill yourself up, so your cup is full and it's plentiful. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's important to know that when you're in your walk or in your journey or your path or whatever you want to call it, when you're going forward in life and we're growing and we're developing and learning and navigating, and oh, that didn't work out so great in my life, so I think I will change this over here. Well, also allow that for your own self, okay? It's just linty. It's just so important that cat hair. That's what that was. Frick. It's just so important that we love ourselves first. And I know sometimes when I try to express myself, it doesn't come out quite right. But yeah, I putter now because that's where I'm at in my journey, is looking after me by doing the things I like to do and making sure that I'm growing fresh, healthy vegetables for myself, that I'm keeping my house tidy, that my body is clean, that I look after my teeth, that my hair is clean. I don't wear a lot of makeup or get dressed. Like, I mean, I'm Sunday morning high drinking coffee, you know. I don't need to be all prepped and beautiful just to sit down and talk to you, right? I'm still in my pajamas, you guys, and I still have my sleep face on. And what I mean by my sleep face is I haven't washed my face. I don't even think I've taken the sleep out of my eyes, and it's okay. It doesn't matter because I don't need to pretend that I'm something up and above than what I am for this channel. I don't need to make sure my makeup is perfect, or that I have the right hairstyle, or that I have, the perfect teeth, or that I have all the things. I don't need those things in my life. What I need in my life on a daily basis is to show up for me and tell myself that, you know what? You've come a long way. You've achieved a lot. You've overcome a lot, and you keep going forward, and every day is a blessing. Every day is a new day. And we have to also embrace that, right? Like this morning I woke up and whatever happened yesterday doesn't really fucking matter now, does it? That was yesterday. Not there anymore. We're here. We're today. We're here. So every day is a new day, a new beginning, a fresh start. So whatever is back here is back there, okay? Don't bring it up here with you, because were you able to deal with it back there? No. Did it just weigh you down and break your heart? Yeah. So why would you drag that with you, right? Leave it back there. Okay, so that didn't work out so great. I won't do that again. We'll change that. We'll make those adjustments in my life and go forward. Basic line, right? Change those adjustments. That didn't work out. I will make some adjustments and continue to go forward and continue to show up for me. Um, I hear so many people, they're done. They're done. They can't cope. They can't do. They can't handle all the things that are going on in the world. May I suggest something to you, darling? Walk away from the media for a little while. Turn it off. Don't even tune in when you get up in the morning. Don't even tune in. Go outside. Breathe some air. Breathe some oxygen. Talk to the plants. Don't turn on your media. Take 24 hours. No, 12 hours. I get a wine clocks Sunday. Take the day, okay? Don't turn on any media until dinner time, if you're that addicted, But if you can take 24 hours, if you can take a full day, like don't turn on any media, do your videos, do whatever you're doing, but don't tune in to what's going on in the world. Don't listen to one fucking thing. You do you. Do your video, go out, get some air, color, crochet, nap, watch a movie, scrub your floor. Do not tune into the media. Give your heart a break. Give your heart a break. Because, I mean, darling, you're breaking your own damn heart, okay? By dwelling and worrying and everything, you're breaking your own heart. I don't allow people to break my heart, so why the hell would I allow myself to break my heart, right? Like, no, that's mine, and that makes me sad. So I'm going to I'm not asking you to ignore it. I'm asking you to step back from it and give yourself a minute. Give yourself a minute. Why would you torture yourself regularly on that? By stepping back from the media or from all the bullshit that's going on in the world does not stop you from caring, does not stop the shit from happening, doesn't give you a single more ounce to help prevent what is going on. But you're allowing yourself, your own personal self, because you deserve it, right? You can't solve the world problems when your head is stuck in the center of the shit pile. I know it doesn't make sense, but step back, give yourself a minute to breathe and focus on what you need in your world. What do you need right now? Yesterday, I needed a day of not emerging from my home. I did emerge twice. I thought my mother was having a spell. the weather was weird. The sun would break out and then would cloud over. So I looked because it was coming from the ocean. So I looked out towards the ocean way to see the cloud coverage. What it was doing. Was it dark and heavy? Was it white and fluffy? Is there blue sky? And I noticed my mom out there. And then I noticed that she's sitting down. And then I noticed that she's sitting down. And then I noticed that she'd been sitting down for a little while. And I'm like, okay, I wonder if she's okay, if she's overdone it. Oh, so I'm not gonna lie, because I needed time for me and I just did not want to take on anything. I know that sounds selfish, but it's not. It's self-care. Okay. So I call up my eldest sister and I'm like, dude, where are you? She's like, oh, I'm over here doing groceries. I'm like, sick. Okay. She goes, what's up? And I go, I don't know. I think mother's having a spell and I don't want to. And she's like, well, I'll go over, as soon as I get home. And I'm like, well, that doesn't fucking work now, does it? You're not even here. So I walked over. I was just like, oh my gosh. So I walk over, and as I go over, she's coming down the stairs, and she had just been resting, but I knew she had overdone it because she had been resting for about 15 minutes. And I didn't ignore her. I kept an eye on her from a distance, and even my father walked by and spoke with her. So, anyway, so I left my abode there, and then after dinner, perhaps before dinner, I'd made myself a coffee and I went out and walked around my garden just to have a little look at it because it fills my heart with joy. Yes, things are just little and you can't even tell what I planted yet, but it still fills my heart with joy. So yes, yesterday was a day I took for myself. I'm not leaving my abode, and it's, well, are you gonna game with your dad? And I'm like, well, because it's within my walls, it will probably happen, right? And she laughed, like my mother, right? I'm just, no. I was out late Friday night. I went for a barbecue and a fire, and I didn't get home until way late in the day, and all the things. So I slept in, and I just took a day for me because why the fuck not? Do you take time and moments for you when you need them? It's important. I know. I don't work. I live alone. I don't have other people to worry or fret over. Everything is 100% me, so how much time do you need for yourself? Well, as much as it takes. And everybody should feel this way. Everybody should do this self-care thing for themselves. And if you allow yourself the self-care, I think you'll find your journey, your path, your walk, whatever it is you're going through will come easier. It will be more fulfilling because you're looking after you first. So no, I don't pop on and do a lot of chatting anymore because now it's about going forward in your life, right? Finding the things that make you happy in your heart, right? For me, it's to be outdoors, to go camping, to build gardens, to work in the dirt, to split firewood, to make fires, like fight in the fire pit. Like, I'm an outdoorsy kind of girl. I mean, obviously, you guys see the wrinkles and all the things that the weather has done, plus the smoking and that. Okay, so drink water and wear sunscreen. Please. 24 hours, I'm sorry. 365, okay? Sunscreen. Even in the winter, wear your sunscreen. Protect your poor skin, okay? Because that sun is brutal. And, unless you don't care about wrinkles, because I don't care about, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do care. I care that I look after myself. I'm clean. I tend to my skin. I prepare, I look after my skin way better now than I did because I didn't have a clue back then. But, I drink water and I moisturize and I sunscreen and I wear hats and I protect myself from the elements. But I don't get my lashes did and my eyebrows did, and I don't wear makeup. It's just not who I am. That's not me. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it because you women that can transform this to something completely, I don't know, Katy Perry or whatever other actresses out there, and you can totally turn your face into theirs. That's amazing talent. Kudos, with your contouring and everything. It's not for me. I don't. I mean, I'm lucky if I put mascara on because that's time consuming, you know. In time consuming in an area that I'm not interested in. See what I mean? Like that's I mean, I could try. I could go in there and I could apply makeup and I can do the things and I can try to put the foundation and the contouring and all the things and go in and paint and take the 2-3 hours to do whatever it needs to do. I could do that. But if I were to do that, I would be doing it for you and for the world, not for my own self. Again, I don't care about stuff like that. So because society says you must be perfect and beautiful and your hair has to be right, and oh my gosh, I have gray hair and how dare I not dye that, right? um no, i don't I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that falseness, and that's what it would be to me. If I were to do those things, I would not be who I am. I would be not being true to myself. It would be 100% fake, and I would be so uncomfortable in my own skin, and then I would be wondering, like, this shit that's on my face that feels so heavy and like my skin can't breathe. Um, is it melting? Is it smudged? Is it okay? Like, people are judging me on my applications. Like all of that. That does not sound to me like a positive, loving thing to do to my own self at all. You know, oh, the clothes aren't right, the makeup's not right, the hair's not right. Yeah, no, I wear my hair how I wear my hair. I wash and wear it. I don't wear makeup. I'm a blue jeans t-shirt kind of girl. Sometimes I wear sweats because, they're comfortable as F. And so no, I don't pop on and I don't try to, tell you, encourage you and tell you that, today's okay. Like if you're struggling with your sobriety, or if you're struggling with kindness, or if you're struggling with self-worth or self-esteem or anything like that, go back to the videos I've shared before. You're loved and you're worthy and you deserve this. You, first and foremost. Always put yourself first and foremost. And I know in the beginning, when you first start to do this, you feel guilty, you feel selfish, you feel silly, you feel embarrassed, you feel all the things because you've never done it before. But as you do it, okay, deep down inside, you're going to have this little bit of happiness, this little bit of, ooh, that felt good, this little bit of, that was fun. And I don't care if you do it in the dark of your own home for the first week to practice, to get, the self-love and self-prep going, right? Like I said, it's going to be awkward in the beginning because you've never done this before. You've never treated yourself with such love and grace. That boy that's, or that, okay, that person, I shouldn't say that boy, that person that just makes you feel like the only one on the planet. They make you feel so loved and wonderful and all Twitter pated and oh my goodness, there you are, hi. Yeah, develop that relationship with yourself first, and then you can have that relationship with whoever you choose, because you're already full and in love with yourself. So the only thing you're going to attract after that point is love for people who will love you for who you are, and for your being of trueness. Well, happy Sunday. Next weekend's long weekend. Woo, got big plans. I did, and then they got canceled. So, but I'm okay with that. Like at first I was like, yeah, no, I don't know. And then I was like, you know what? That actually works out pretty well, because I wasn't 100% sure about the company I was going to go camping with anyways. Do you know what I mean? Like I was a little bit, that sounds like fun, but who's all going? And oh, okay, well, sure. Because I love to go camping. Oh yeah, I want to go, and then the details and everything started to come to light afterwards. And I was like, I don't know. But then something else came up and the whole thing got canceled, and which is a blessing in disguise as far as I'm concerned, because I had a couple of concerns about it. and look at the universe. Because I love me for who I am, the universe looks out for me as well. And you'll find the same, right? You know, you think, oh, I really want to go do this, and I really want to go do this, and I'd really like to go see this person, but circumstances keep getting in the way. Maybe look at the whole picture. Maybe the universe is just protecting you from something. You never know. Okay, again, peace and blessings. Happy Sunday. Have a great day. First and foremost, be kind and true to you, and the rest will fall into place. All right, take care. Bye for now.